Good morning, Prof. Kelly. This is Man Christina Abe, and this is my Capstone Part 4 Hand Hygiene presentation. For an overview, hands is most vulnerable to microbial infections which enters human's body by means of touching the eyes, nose, mouth, and even open wounds. Proper hand hygiene must be done at all times, especially in healthcare settings to prevent the healthcare associated infections spread by viruses and bacteria. So why hand hygiene is important? It is simply because we can stop the spread of bacteria, virus, and diseases. And once we stop the spread, we can save lives. And once we save lives, we can save the future. Why is hand hygiene an issue? Because failing to perform basic hand hygiene will put your patient in danger and may spread the disease that can contaminate patient like healthcare associated infection inside the hospital. The solutions and plans. Number one, conduct brief seminar to healthcare staff about hand hygiene awareness. Being educated and aware to the program will let the healthcare staff understands the benefits and the negative impacts that will cause when improper hand hygiene takes place. Number two is placing of eye-catching posters. Noticeable poster will attract people. This could be like putting drawings and slogans on the posters that could retain in the mind of the people. Number three is putting alcohol and hand sanitizer in accessible areas. Placing of alcohol or sanitizer to all hospital door entrance and exits, patients' rooms and nurses' stations is very helpful to people who don't have much time to wash their hands and has no resources to bring their own hand hygiene material. Number five, create playback music. Playing song about hand washing in all areas of hospital every 2 hours helps to remind people to wash their hands. The more it's entertaining, the more it retains to the mind of people. Leadership theory and style. The highly recommended to this program is the transformational leadership theory, which can be used to inspire and motivates others to strive for higher levels of performance, creating a shared vision and providing the necessary support and resources to achieve the vision. On the other hand, transformational leaders focus on building trust, encouraging open communication, and fostering a culture of collaboration and teamwork. They also empower their team members to take ownership of the hand hygiene process, encouraging them to identify areas for improvement and implement solutions. Expected outcome. Number one, being oriented and educated on high hygiene practice will help medical staff and people in hospital about the importance of doing hand hygiene regularly. Number two, by promoting and enhancing the hand hygiene practice in hospital, the healthcare acquired infection is prevented and may enhance healthcare promotions. Number three, since it always reminds us to apply the proper hand hygiene in hospital, we could also adapt it by doing this at home, malls, and places that we go. The resistance of the concerned group, a lack of resources, scarcity of personnel in the area, and an absence of support are all examples of barriers in sustainability planning for 5 years. In order to sustain the plan for 5 years, we have to, number one, promoting annual meetings for senior staff and monthly seminars for new staff. Regular meetings and seminars will provide consistent learning and quality assurance for staff on promoting hand hygiene practices. Number two, addressing positive and negative feedback every 6 months. Updating feedback and survey every 6 months could help healthcare staff to recognize and resolve the problem. Number three, the appropriate sanctions should also be proposed for staff who will not take hand hygiene practices seriously. For leaders to plan and ensure sustainability, leaders must be certain of their goals and how they plan to evaluate their success. Be flexible and experimental. Building trust and confidence requires transparency. Setting a good example is the most effective strategy to promote sustainable practices, and throughout time, work to strengthen the sustainability procedures. In my conclusion, It is important to follow the recommended hand hygiene guidelines, including washing hands before and after patient contact, after handling contaminated materials, and after using the restroom. As a result of being aware of these issues, resolving them, taking an active part in addressing these challenges, and evaluating and sustaining practices would have a remarkable and beneficial impact on the nursing staff, the organization, and most importantly, the patients. These are my resources. Thank you.